When Tyrese Miller, who was also known as G1, was G'd down, the first thought that everyone had after condolences was what's going to happen next. After all, this had all the hallmarkings of an execution. Tyrese was only 22 years old. He had only started his adult life when he was found gravely injured by police on Croydon Road near the junction with Beddington Lane in Mitchum at around 2:25 a.m. on Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. Now, nothing good happens after 7 p.m, so he should not have been outside. Now, despite the best efforts from emergency services, Tyrese was pronounced dead soon after. So, of course, police investigated the tragic incident, and it was found that the cold and callous K took place hours after another man had been stabbed in Croydon at around midnight. That person was Tyrese Miller. Now, police then secured CCTV, and they found that 29-year-old Cheick cisse was in Mitcham a few days after the S. He was dithering about on Gloucester Road at around 5:30 p.m. and acting suspiciously. In fact, he was such an eyesore that members of the public called the police and reported him. Now, Cheick and a 17-year-old were later stopped by police when they were travelling in a taxi. Sillily, inside the taxi, a sawn-off and cartridges were hidden in a bag. Police were then able to link the bag to Cheick's friend, 22-year-old Denzel kwateng. To make matters worse, Denzel was found to be in the area holding that same distinctive bag at the time of DM. Both Cheick and an unnamed 17-year-old were searched by the Met Den, and they were found to be carrying blades, each person. When forensics took hold of the bag and tested it for DNA, Denzel's DNA was on the bag. It was a match. So Denzel kwateng was arrested and then interviewed. He did admit that he had the bag and explained that this was not a revenge or a retaliation for his mate being stabbed earlier. It was merely an accident. The GUN went off by accident, and Denzel did not mean to M Tyrese. But the full story was not adding up, because on the night of the M, Denzel had approached Tyrese after chasing him down. Tyrese was blasted in the chest at close range as payback for Tyrese Miller's stabbing in South London hours earlier. Police visited Tyrese Miller, who refused to talk. Instead, he went to his mates and told them what happened, and that sent everything into motion. Police say Denzel and Armani McClymont had got the sawn off, and then with Kayvon Morrison and Manuel Polo, they secured a stolen Toyota on fake plates and then travelled to Mitchum. The group saw Tyrese and instinctively thought that he could be the person responsible. Tyrese was then chased down and then M'd. They left him there to die, and sadly he did. In the aftermath, the car was destroyed. Denzel kwateng denied murder and possession of the sawn-off, but he was jailed for life and told that he would serve a minimum term of 16 years. It has to be said that there was no suggestion that Tyrese Miller, aka G1, was responsible for what happened to Tyrese Miller. In fact, police believe that Tyrese was a victim of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Condolences. Stay safe.